Hi there, this is going to be a general love reading for the sign of Cancer. Cancerian, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, as well as the cross watcher of the Cancer. These are your who's coming in readings. And, these are bonus ones. And so if you are, feeling really drawn to this one here on YouTube and want to rent the extended, it will be found on my website, saltwaterhealstarot.com, or you may click that upside down triangle below. Brings up all my links. It's going to be on my website in the extended reading section under Who's Coming In. Also, my Patreon link is below. It's the only place you can watch the extendeds for the special love readings here on YouTube. Right, so the extendeds are found there, but also I do the erotic tarot readings there as well too. Now, here we go, Cancer. Someone's moving on. Someone made an active decision to leave somewhere, a job, a relationship, or they decided to move on. It could even be like a mental thing, right? Like in our head, moving on to calmer waters of emotions. Someone said, I don't like this. I'm going to choose something different. It could also be changing course. Changing course and direction. So, the person that you meet, or yourself, has a sudden change of direction or has decided recently. This can be like they get a new job, or they say, you know what, I started doing different things. Like it's like they want to eat better, they want a better job, they want to do better. You see what I'm saying? Like they are choosing a better path. Funny how you're going to meet them on that path too. Because I bet you're going to want better too, right? You're like, yeah, me too. Oh my God, like I want to eat better and do better and be a better person and not fuck around and find out and not entertain, fuck faces and all these things. So you both have that in common. Oh, there's victory here, Six of Wands. Somebody here could be publicly recognized for something. Maybe they're the type of person that people look at. Maybe this is the way they look at you. They put you on a pedestal. Queen of Cups, yeah, they definitely could. I mean, the Queen of Cups is water, obviously. It could be you guys, right? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But it's any sign. The Queen of Cups is someone who's very intuitive, right? They're very open. The Queen of Cups can be someone who is compassionate, right? And she's understanding and motherly. There's like a motherly energy to her as well too. I think they're very, very attracted to your tenderness. Motherly. This is where we have to be careful, because people who have that kind of motherly energy, or they have like a light about them, people who need healing are very attracted to people like that. So you might find if you have that type of an energy, well, you do always attract people that have issues, because they're subconsciously really attracted to your light, because they need healing. I think, though, that this is why you and this person would cross paths now, because they don't need you for that purpose, because they've already gone through it, right? And vice versa. And I think this is two people meeting in a place in both of your lives where you're just in a better place. You know what I mean? And so I do feel like they're really attracted to that energy about you, that softness and that tenderness. But it's not because they are an energetic vampire. It's not because they're, going to use you and abuse you and they feel that energy of you just being so, open, and they're going to take advantage of you. I don't think that's it at all. I think you're meeting someone that's on the same path as you. They want the same things as you, a hard worker. They might be someone who is trying to build a nest egg. They are very into work, right? They may even work with their hands, or they're very meticulous, because this is someone here who is working with their hands. Do they create with their hands? Someone does, you or them. Works with the hands. This can also be about somebody has a lot of accolades. You can see he has all these pentacles up on the wall, right? Does someone have shit on the wall to like show their accomplishments and such, right? Could be also a very accomplished person. Very business oriented, wants to have a good life, wants to have, financial stability. And here we have Sag coming in with Temperance. And that's patience. It's balance too. It's also alchemy. Person coming in might be someone who knows how to take a really shitty hand and win with it. That is quite important because you can't fucking teach that. You cannot teach it. Can you learn to play the game? Yes. But have you ever seen really good poker players? It's like an instinctual thing too. It's like instinct. You know what I'm saying? It just really is. Like, if you ever watch like professional fucking poker players, there's this thing. They kind of are like born lucky too, some of them, but it also is they're really good at things. Like, they're good at bluffing. They're good at, you know, predictions. They're good at feeling people out too. It's really about reading people. Even though everybody looks very poker faced, it's an intuitiveness to it, isn't it? So this is that kind of a person coming in, man. This is someone who's, I mean, they're a great fucking catch. Because I think you're a great fucking catch. So like attracts like, huh? Seven of Cups. There's going to be a bit of confusion here. There might be a period of time, see, because the Knight of Cups is on the bottom of the deck, and that's kind of like the crush, and oh my God, like kind of the energy of possibly even secret admirer. So maybe that's what it is too. It could be a bit of a secret admirer touch of things. Maybe this person who actually, you know, comes forward has seen you before, or vice versa. Maybe this is a person who also is a younger water sign, but this could also be someone who's confused about what they feel, because let's say they've never felt this before. What if they've never been in a healthy connection? That's fucking confusing. I've always told you guys for years that our very first healthy relationship after all of this healing that we've done, it's going to be, you know, we're going to have to just play the fucker by ear. Step by step, day by day, because we've never actually been in a super healthy relationship with a person who wasn't in need of fucking healing. They didn't have issues. And us too. So it's like, how do we navigate that? But also there's this thing about like, it's almost like a crush. And I don't feel like it's like dismissive like that. Like, oh, it's just a crush. I don't think so. I think it's like, could be someone that, and don't get me wrong, we're only feeling who's coming in, not who the fuck you're gonna marry. But so can it just be someone with a crush on you? Sure. But there's extreme potential here. You know what I'm saying? There's extreme potential. Receive, let go, and just be. This kind of vibe they have. They kind of have that vibe of going with the flow. You know what I mean? Remember I told you somebody here is receptive? See the receive? Something can only come in if you're open to it. Right? There has to be room for it energetically. It's kind of like if a boat is going to dock, the boat can't dock if there's no room at the dock. Someone is open to receive. They're open to the idea, right? They're receptive to it. You also have let go and just be, which is that energy of like, don't get too, maybe that's their energy, right? Or maybe you are. One of you teach each other that. You know how sometimes people hold on to things, and then other people have more of a lighthearted energy where they're just like, yeah, it's okay. I'm not going to let that fucking bother me. They don't hold on to things. Someone here might have that type of personality. They don't hold on to things. And also they may remind you to live more in the moment. Yeah, you might go on a first date with these motherfuckers. There it is, first date. You also have blooming season. This might be your season where you're turning heads. I mean, it is spring, isn't it? Flowering, opening, becoming. Your blooming season of love. Because you already love the fuck out of yourself, right? Now, solitude. A lot of you guys have been alone. Worked on yourself, did your thing, you know, and now it's like, listen, I wasn't really looking. It presents itself because that's how it always happens, right? When it's the good things. It just sort of presents itself. But in any case, this first date here, I have a feeling that it's at least one of you, obviously, but it could be both, where it's like, wow, I haven't been on a first date in like ever. Nervousness. There's excitement. Maybe they open the door and you're like, oh my God, this is fucking different. This is new. Maybe they pay and you're just like, oh my God, this is like fucking different and new. Maybe they court you, and that's going to be different and new because this generation don't know how to court. They know how to fuck. They know how to ghost. They know how to jump into things too soon, impulsively, hasty. But they don't know how to court. They don't know how to court. I mean, just collectively. Oh my God. Oh my God. You have the rings. I mean, it's a vow, commitment, partnership. You guys have a bond, right? It talks about promise and bond. There's like a bond that you feel with this person. And I think it's because you're gonna have a lot of similarities, a lot of things in common. Maybe they've been married before too. But I think that there's a bond. You guys have a lot of things in common. I think that there is this energy of someone who, you ever like met someone and you're just like, wow, this person just, I've never met a person that like I just talked to and I feel like, wow, they relate to me and I relate to them. And you never find things to stop talking about, right? You always have something to do and talk about. You have something in common and it's just like you click. This is like clicking. And it can click into possibly someone you could be very committed to for the long term. Possibly marry. I think it's fucking time. Bring it on, universe, right? Like, are you ready? Now, the worst thing we can do, and I say this all the time, I've said it for years, the worst fucking thing is we don't do the work on ourselves. And we meet someone who has done the work. And they're like, I'm looking for someone who has done their shit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's more emotionally stable, someone who's learned their fucking lessons, is not going to keep repeating patterns or self-sabotage. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we want. And we're just like, oh my God. Because sometimes we can be so focused on them that we forget about us. Like, work on you and do you first. Stepping stones, process of arrival, baby steps. I did feel that. I felt like it could be courting. Bitch, look. Oh my God, diamond fucking ring is literally the same fucking concept of the rings. Commitment, union, partnership, bond. It could literally symbolize engagement or marriage. They might put a ring on it. And I don't think they were looking to put a ring on it. And what's beautiful about this stepping stones is kind of courtship, right? Because it talks about baby steps and progress and you know, sort of like just this very slow but delicious movement of energy. And I think that during the time of courting, it's beautiful because the traditional dating can sometimes get a bit fucked up with sex. Because then the physical body and chemistry and the wanting of the desire of sex clouds our vision of, do I have an emotional connection to this person? And I think when you remove the sexual aspect from it, we are able to see if, and you'll know immediately by just being with somebody if you're sexually attracted to them. You don't have to fuck them to know that. I mean, you know, obviously you need to have sex with them to see if the experience would be great and all those detailed things, but chemistry is with clothes on. Getting to know a person's soul versus immediately just wanting to know their body, that's soul level shit. And I think that's what's coming in, is something soul level. It's deep commitment and partnership, and it's like worth the wait kind of shit. You know what I mean? It's a friend who it turns into like this best friend that turns into like this love of your fucking life for some of you. Could it be a slow burn? It's possible, yeah. All right, let's get into your extended. Again, you can rent it by going to my website, saltwaterhealstarot.com. In the extended section under who's coming in, or click that upside down triangle below. It brings up all my links in the description box. And it'll be there, but also my Patreon link is there, and you must follow me there if you want to watch all the extendeds to the free collective readings I do here on YouTube. Also, all the erotic readings are on Patreon, okay? All right, I'll see you guys in your extended. Love you.